good fortune to meet Alain quite recently in London at a number of wine events promoting Okanagan wines, thanks to an invitation from John Skinner. Alain is a world-renowned viticulture and wine consultant based in Bordeaux, France. Here in the Okanagan, as John mentioned, he's consulting for a number of wineries. You'll recognize some of them: Culmina, Painted Rock, Poplar Grove. He is also, and this is where things get interesting for me, I'm really interested in wine, but even more interesting, he's also a tech entrepreneur. And he owns a company called Ertis Group. He developed a software as a service platform to solve some of the challenges and gaps that he saw in trying to make world-class wine. He really has a system that enables you to use data to create higher quality wines and to drive sustainability. The company is based in Bordeaux, France, in Encinitas, California, and in Penticton, BC. I think those have to be three of my favorite places in the world, so I love this company already. Alain spends about 50% of his revenues on research and development, which tells you how much still is to be done in terms of bringing technology to the industry. And I'm really excited at the range of different types of innovation that his solution incorporates and can incorporate in the future. So with that, I'm going to invite him up to tell you about it himself. He's got some slides. Come on up.
So you will have to listen now to a very sad story, which is all about IT. So after the very nice talks we had from Tony, John, Daryl, thank you for being with you tonight. Thank you, Camille, for your introduction. I'm very proud to be here today because you have to know where a French Bordeaux guy is here tonight. First, I was born under a vine in Cognac, so it's not a good point. Cognac, you know, viticulture, it's very poor. You distill the wines because you can't drink them. Second, because I was in a farm with my parents, I hated totally agriculture. So I went to other studies, and then I realized when I was 18 that I had to come back to my original field, because I'm more, as we say in French, someone who is coming from the fields than from the city. Then I managed estates in Médoc, mostly for 15 years. And that's why I'm here tonight, because it drove me at the point where I was totally crazy to see how people could make mistakes in a day by doing bad things in the fields or in the wineries or in the cellars, whatever. And the thing was, how can we improve that? So I left that company in 2000 and decided to create my own company, Ertis Consulting. Don't try to know where Ertis is coming from. It's my name versus. So I had no ego about that, so you know. So the thing is, very quickly we jumped up to, I was alone originally, and then we went to 7 people. We did a lot of consultancy all over the world. And we realized that at one point, one of the limiting factor of our consultancy was the information that we could get from the wineries. So it was the stage where the traceability was coming to be a bad word in the mouth of the people, of the winemakers and everything, because it's something as a regulation which you have to follow. And we decided to, because I had another life with another partner, to buy that company which was producing process to wine. Process to wine because we were expecting process to beer, process to spirit, process to sparkling. Okay, that was the target. Then we released the first mobile version, and that was 2017, because we are expecting that nobody will work on a computer anymore, and everybody has a cell phone in his pocket. Then we've launched our future in 2018. We've won 2 awards in Bordeaux. We've launched something as an algorithm which is ready to organize and prepare all the production side in the vineyard for the sprayings. That was the deal for that module of processed wine. 45 people total, so I don't give you the name of everybody. We are located in Bordeaux, but also in Reims. Champagne is a big market for us. Montpellier, Canada, British Columbia. Why BC? Well, in fact, I've been part of the business and the project of Osoyo Saros in 1999. We started to plant vineyards in BC at that point, and I was the manager of the project for the French company that I was also working with. So that's why like Daryl, I fell in love with BC and the Okanagan. And we had to go to the US because it's where the money is, right? So we bought a company. What do we do with Process to Wine? It's a software which is managing everything from vine to the truck, up to the end of the bottling process when you ship the vine, the bottles, and to your customers. Some key numbers, just to let you know that we're over 300 customers now. We have some very good guys. In North America, we have some good users too, and we are growing very fast, and that's a very good news for us. What kind of people we address? It's small estates with the mobile version. Sorry about that, it's mostly French at the bottom, but you don't worry about that. Wine estates, we work more and more with the co-ops and the big wine merchant companies and what we call also the champagne companies. And we have also a lot of customers with the contractors. But as said Daryl, as said Camille, our main target is the R&D that we do for the company, because we strongly believe that tracking is going to be something very automatic in the future, where using the data which is available for the winemakers and the viticulturists will be much more a problem. I just remember in the 1990, 1995 years, people were buying, these satellite pictures from their vineyards. And the technical manager was putting that picture in his office, showing to his suppliers and the people that he was using satellite pictures. In fact, he was not. And now the picture is in the wine shop to show to the people that they use satellite pictures, but nobody knows what it is, But in fact, from that picture to what can I do with this tomorrow, there's a huge, huge road that we have to cross through. And it's for the satellite pictures, it's also for many, many things. So that's why we've oriented our production, 50% of the activity is in R&D. Exapta is for, as I said, with artificial intelligence, it's the management of the sprayings in the vineyard. Sustained cost, it's a very important project for us. It's based on the life cycle analysis. When I decide to do something, what's my environmental footprint for my bottle? When I decide to harvest by machine, by hand, when I decide to switch from the barrels to the staves, whatever, what's the environmental footprint of my decision? So it's a predictive tool, and because you measure an indicator from the LCA, you also can measure the cost of the product. And that could be euros, that could be dollars, US, Canadians, whatever. It's the same unit. Wazo is a small project, totally very interesting for us because it's a collaborative project. And we talked about how to work together tonight. Don't go to France to do that, right? It's been a nightmare. That's why I'm here tonight. And we have another project financed by the EU, with ST Microelectronics, which is a big company. Also another collaborative project, 7 companies. Nothing works. So we really have to do something here. How can we be part of the thing here, which is moving? Maybe we can have some experience to bring. Maybe we can have some R&D and innovation projects. My colleagues are telling me, Alain, you have to stop coming at the office because every day you bring a new project. That's the way I'm here, because it's the life of IT, and we need to be very creative and also to keep some advantage versus to the competitors. using information systems, it's to improve the efficiency. I used to say to my customers as a consultant, you know how much you win, you don't know how much you lose. I'm going to help you to know how much you lose so that you can invest in human resources and equipment and technology. This is what we are challenging. How to get things automatic, right? When you see that even connecting a weather station with a software like our software today, it's a big problem because you never have the same data at the same place. It's always a nightmare. So you can imagine that in the very next future, viticulturists and winemakers, they will get a lot of sensors, a lot of data, and they can't really make any decision with that because it's all piled together, stuck together on the table, and they can't do anything. We strongly believe that artificial intelligence will fix a big part of the problem that we have with the data, with the number of data that we'll have. And that's why we've invested a lot. Exapta is our Watson, and we are not IBM, not yet. I'm thinking about the tower we'll get in San Francisco, close to Salesforce, maybe, or I don't know exactly. But honestly, Agtech is moving a lot. Agtech is moving a lot in North America. You have a fantastic opportunity where in Europe, I can tell you, and that's why I'm here tonight, it's much more difficult to do what you do here. So I think you have a fantastic opportunity with your university. And if we could eventually help you, we'll do that. That's what we want to do. And because I sold 5 minutes of my speech to John, at a good price. Yeah, we want to grow. That's our target. Thank you very much.